Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dudes of all teenagers. Sorry, had to clear my throat there for a second, but hi! Here we are, we're back. We've got some more Fallout today. We're going to be continuing our build of Jamaica Plains here. More specifically, we're gonna do our best to finish up the Jamaica Plains Chapel. I did a little bit of extra work last night, just making sure I got all the measurements correct. I double, triple, and quadruple checked my measurements, and we're good. We're good. I didn't make any meaningful, noticeable, well, maybe noticeable, but not anything, no meaningful progress, because I wanted to wait to do that on camera. But let's go and check it out. All right, so the biggest difference I made is instead of making this two-hole walls wide, it's instead just one to match my original measurements. The math still works out, though, for the total size of the build. Oh, I see. They can't actually see it back there. There it is. There we go. Wonderful. We love it. Awesome. Awesome. I wonder why no one sits in the third suit of power armor. They only ever rock up with 2 of the 3 suits. I don't know what that's about. But that's nice. That's nice. All right. Let's actually just get right on into the build. It's going to take a lot of time, and there's not too much extra explaining I need to do, really. You know? We're using Brick Theme 3 from the Shell Kit, Snappy Build Kit. And it's going to look really good. It's going to look really good. One more thing I need to do. I need to bring up some reference images to make sure I'm getting all of the dimensions just right. But other than that, we should be good. We should be good. Nice to see you in chat, Ranger. Nice to have you back. As always. All right. Okay, that'll do. Wonderful. I'm looking for that one, yeah. Okay, well that's pretty simple. That one is pretty simple. Let's jump in. Got some YouTube notifications. Oh wow, things I don't really care about. I can unsubscribe to those channels. Haven't watched that content in years. All right. Oh, hello. All right then. Theme 3. Then we also need standard theme 3. Let's get those corners in. Okay, let's see. For these back walls, we'll have the first set and just be your standard standard shared wall parts, and the second set is where we'll put in some windows. They're gonna have to be high windows, or they're gonna have to be differently shaped windows, and I don't know which I'm going for right now. But we'll see. Alright, any texture glitches? Any flickering textures. I mean, a little bit of a flickering texture there, but nothing strong, nothing that's going to cause any problems, hopefully. Now, let's see. Move that there. For the second... Oh, yeah. Before I forget, we'll put in the corners again. Almost did forget that time. And we'll go church 3. I think we were going to use these windows. These are pretty fun. I like those a lot. Yeah. And then on the back center section, we'll go with you. Now, all of that is going to have, you know, it's going to have a bunch of things. It's going to be all hidden behind the, behind a wall section. So we don't have to worry right now about, you know, how much is showing and what it all particularly looks like. We're just building out the shell of it so that I can come in and get all the other parts taken care of. Okay. Yeah. Maybe make sure that measurement still works. Okay. It'll have to work, I believe. Yes. Okay, wonderful. Oof. There we go. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Well, now that we've got the shell, now that we've got the shell of the main structure itself, we've not built the tower up all the way, and we haven't built on the roof or anything. But before we do that, I want to get some of the internals taken care of. The internal structure, kind of important, kind of a big deal, you know? Kind of important here. Okay. I see. I see. Right. Right, well that helps a lot actually. That really does help to explain certain things. We go up another half on this. We go up another half on this, and then we'll be the proper height. Of course, the question becomes, how do we do a half block here? But I believe I've got a solution. A solution. Okay, that should work. Yeah, that should work. Okay. We'll go here as well. I won't touch the tower section, because the tower section you don't actually walk. Well, yes you do. Yes, you do walk through the tower section. Okay. I guess I will have to touch the tower section. Is it a half block? No, no, it's a full block. Okay. Never mind then. It's a full block, not a half block. Well, that certainly helps. That certainly helps. And the windows for the back section are up on the third block, not the second block. Right. Right, very helpful. Okay. Then in that case, we'll put these in. And then we'll work on that later. We'll work on that in a bit. Let me get some of the layout taken care of. All right. It looks like we go up half a block on this back section. No, hold on. No, we'll just build, yeah, we'll just build a second thing up. Yeah, that'll be a lot easier, actually. Okay, so we'll go into, I believe we'll go structures. Wood. Do you have any half-height walls? No, you don't. Okay. In that case, we'll see what we can get here. Maybe we can get something. Something usable. Just as a temporary placement. Something that doesn't look horrendous. Yeah, that's better. I don't want any paint on it. Okay. And the idea is that it goes like this, and then we take stairs. Okay, come on now. Yeah, the idea is we take this, we take stairs up on either end here. Just and just like this. Come on. Okay. I know they're not actually touching the floor, but the idea is we do that, And then we have the railing. We have railing that that gets placed along that section. So we need to bring the floor up to this height instead. Or maybe just place a second set of floor. Yeah, we'll just place a second floor. Why not? That one's already attached to the foundation, so I'd rather not mess that up. All right. And then we'll go. How about we replace the wood wall section? We'll go with an internal or an interior wall. Yeah, we'll go with an interior clean short wall. That will do. Oh, that will do very nicely. Exactly what I was looking for. Why didn't I just go with this first? Okay. We've got that. And I think I do want to bring it down a little bit. Maybe bring the floor up. Yeah, we'll bring the floor up to the proper height. That way we don't have any issues with wall or floor placement later. Okay, go up. And then by the looks of things, because I am trying to make sure all of this matches up. I've got the screenshots from yesterday right next door. Not right next door, my next screen. What am I saying? I'm just seeing your fourth rail message now. Apologies if you sent that a while ago. Fourth rail looks great. Looks great. Thank you very much for the name, of course. We'll check fourth rail out real quick. Looks awesome. If you've got any idea for the NPC name, let me know, because I haven't put an NPC yet. And I'm gonna try and hold off on placing a bunch of NPCs here until I've got the whole place built out, and then the last thing we do is the NPCs, so that I minimize on the amount of things that are interfering while I'm building. But if you've got any name suggestions for the NPCs, you did name the building, so you get first crack at naming the NPC. Okay. It goes back by... Is that a half block? And then it comes in? Looks like it goes back by a half block and then comes in. Which means essentially I'm looking for something like this. Hold on. This is going to be weird. Going to be very weird. Probably should have used the half-thick floor bits. But here we are. Okay, yeah, it comes in half, and then it goes like this. You get essentially that, and it looks very weird, I know. Believe me. It looks stupid to me, too. But we go for that. This is gonna look horrible. This is gonna look weird, man. It's gonna look super weird. Alright, does that cut through the back? It does not cut through the back wall. Okay. That's the important bit for me. As long as it doesn't cut through the back wall. Now, how close to cutting through the back wall did we come here? Ooh, closer than I would have liked. Okay. A little closer than I would have liked. But the important part is we didn't cut through the back wall. There we go. Gotta be some other thing I can do about that. But we'll wait for that in a bit. I want to make sure that I get all these taken care of first. All right. I do enjoy the name suggestions, by the way. I'm super zoned in right now trying to get this, but absolutely, we'll have the chef be Marvin, and we'll have the bartender be Daisy. I love it. Sounds good to me. Alright, so we got one door on that side. We're not going to have a door on this side because the stairs go up and then back up that way. But we need to find some other solution to this section, don't we? Nope, that's not a good solution. That's, in fact, a bad solution. It doesn't solve the problem at all. But maybe it's part of a solution. We'll try that. Okay. It's better than no solution, and it's only for now anyway. Can we still... Yes, we can. Okay. Well, then it achieves its goal, I guess. It does achieve the goal. The goal was to have a space that I can use to walk through the back section. Okay, and then up to the third floor. Okay. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and switch these out with some actual stairs. And we've got plenty of stair options here. And some very nice ones, too. Okay. Let's go ahead and put on some railing. Yeah, works for me. Works for me. And I'm happy this building is aligned on the XY axis. That was kind of my one big concern about this. Is that it was just going to be annoying to work with. Okay, so you come through the front doors, or door, of the church. Right through. Lots of space. Lots of space. Okay. Let's try and get these stairs taken care of. Because these stairs are going to be the next interesting part to handle. It looks like there's a second internal wall. Hmm. There we go. That's what I wanted. There we go. So I guess this is just a space back here? I don't know. I'm sure we can figure out something to do with it. But for now, it's just a space. And then... there's a lot of and then in this construction, let me tell you. So much of this construction is, ooh, and then. Okay. Like, not that there's, you know, too much else to do. You can, like, the railing is only going to be so useful here. But I guess we'll keep with it. We'll go up, and we'll go across two, and then up another. Or across one, and then up again. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Okay. Okay, so that's the stair layout, and it's a bit odd, but it'll do. It'll do. It'll have to do. Okay. And then we'll have a whole section up back here, which I think I'm gonna turn into the priest's apartment. I'll put that up in the backspace. Yeah. Yeah, probably. 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 I can definitely make sure that Marvin and Daisy are married. That's not a problem. That is no problem. I don't know if you're making a reference to a thing with these character names, or if you're just requesting that, but either way, not a concern. I can make sure it happens. All right, let's go ahead. Interior, there we go. Now, why would that be? What trouble? What trouble here? Oh, okay. It seems like that is slightly wider. Or slightly, has slightly more depth than the just standard or the vertical half wall. Which is interesting. Alright then. Who'd have known? Well, I'm sure if I paid more attention, I would have known, but I didn't, so I don't. Yeah, that's not going to work well, is it? Not perfectly, no. This is all kinds of wrong in its construction. All kinds of messed up. Well, honestly, why try to be fancy with all this? I mean, yeah, it looks interesting in the original, but in the original, it works. It actually works in the original. And that's not the case here, is it? No. So why try to be too fancy about this? The original, it's using a kit, a building kit that's not available. So I can justify it in the original. Can't really do that here. Not really possible here. It just doesn't work the same. So we'll go like that. We'll move you back over there. Which means we move you back. And you back. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and move you back. All right. There we go. That's a bit better. That's a bit more even at the very least. I don't know. I don't necessarily know if it's better, but it's more even. And then finally. It's still rather bothersome that it works that way, but okay. We'll have to handle it. We'll have to be okay with it. That goes up and up. Okay, and then we've got a whole double wide section up here. Okay. Now this whole section. And then once we're up here, what does it look like? Oh, I am getting a call. I will have to take this very quickly. A little bit important that I take this call. All right. Be back in a second. Apologies. Important that I took that call. Alright, so once we're up in this section, other than the ceiling, I know that. How interesting. Well, I don't know if that's going to be something I can do, but we'll see. We'll see. Let's get this layout handled here. Okay. Because the other end, yeah, it's all walled off. Oh, okay. I see. So on the other end, what we actually have is this. That's not what we have on that end. Well, yet. Yeah. Okay. Still got to build up the tower all the way. But we'll worry about that tower in a second. I want to get all of the flooring taken care of so that I know approximately what this is supposed to look like here. Approximately how this is all supposed to go. And I think we've got it. I think we've got it. This looks down into the main section. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Oh, that's what's causing it. That's right. There's just a barely existing gap in that section. That's what's causing that. Okay. Okay, well, we'll come back to that. We'll come back to that for sure. But now that we've got this, yeah, we should probably put the railing in now. That would be smart. Nice. We'll have to put in a ledge. I don't know if I can do that from over here, but, you know, we'll try. We'll try. And just the one oh yeah, there's more than one ledge style, but I don't like that second style. This is probably also going to bleed into a Monday build. With the progress we're making on this, it kind of feels like it's going to bleed into Monday. We're an hour in, though, so I don't know. Maybe we could get it all done. Maybe. Maybe. I don't think so, but maybe. It's quite sizable in comparison to the first Commonwealth Chapel. And that was a whole process on its own. Then again, we used a bunch of prefab pieces, and that did help. Okay. Okay, good. We've got a ledge for the railing. We don't need to put one here because this is already actually separated by the half wall section and looks just fine. Okay. Now that we're up here, we're going to go into clip. Gonna have one of these to mark each of the window sections up there on the ledge, and then in back here, I know what design I already had gone with, but I think I'm gonna go with something a little different this time around. Okay. Okay. Nice. And then we'll have the rest of this section will be the roof going up. That will look really good. We'll probably put some extra supports in here once we've got the roof sectioned off, but we have to put the roof on there first to know. But before we can do that, we need to set up the wall. The interior wall here. Which means... There we go. That's what I wanted. That is exactly what I wanted. Okay. I'll have the bedroom over there. Small bedroom. Nothing crazy. Bedroom over there. And then maybe kitchen. And some sort of seating. Yeah. Alright, balcony pieces. Yeah. Just for now, until I get the bedroom and everything sorted out. We've got that wall placed, and now we need to come over here and do the same. So let's see. On the exterior of this church... Nothing special. Nothing special about this section. Okay. Wonderful. If it's nothing special about this section, then I won't worry about it. Ah, yes, that's right. That's what's special about this section. Because there's the secondary little roof bits on the original that start to climb, don't they? They'll meet in a corner at the top section here, but that's important. Okay. And go with that. And it's supposed to be a spiral staircase all the way up, but I have no idea how I'm going to accomplish that at all. I think the closest thing I'll be able to do is I'll be able to use the half stairs and then sort of work them. No, that's not going to work. How am I going to do this? I have absolutely no clue. None whatsoever. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty tall. That's pretty tall. And it goes up 1 or 2 layers above the roof line, so I'll wait to finish that off until I figure out the roof line here. But it's important that I set it up. Very important that I set it up. Alright, we're going to use Theme 1. I need to remind myself, Theme 1 is the goal. And then Theme 3 for the actual roof bits. Okay. That's handled there. And I guess we'll have to put a wood trim. But the stone trim looks cool. Man, the stone trim looks cool. Why would you do this to me? Now I get it. It's fine. apologies that I'm just now looking over again. I really zoned into this. I did not mean to not look at what you were saying. Let's see. Marvin and Daisy, married couple. Yeah, we got that part. Marvin used to be a former Air Force in 2087. 2087? That would be... Are you saying that are you, like, telling me that he was part of the Enclave at that point? Because 2077 is when everything went to crap. I'm not going to put sentry guns on the front of the church here. That's not going to happen. But we've got plenty of turrets surrounding the actual settlement of Jamaica Plains. There's no way anything's getting in here. But I'm not going to... This will be a rather civilized location. There won't be a need to put turrets on top of every building. But I'll certainly use that idea somewhere else. So yeah, expand upon what you're saying regarding his military service. This character of Marvin. I don't know if I'll take it all. I don't know how much of it I'm going to use. If I'm just going to use the name or not. But I'm interested to know your thoughts on all this. Especially given that you named the character, so I'm certainly more likely to go ahead and use your own suggestions here. So yeah, give me a little bit more information on Marvin. All right, we'll be going with that. That. Oh, okay. Okay, so that is the solution. That is the solution. Wonderful. Yeah, obviously that's the solution for the walls, of course, because it shows the tower. The depth of the tower reaches where the depth of the tower reaches where the corner of the roof matches. So of course that'd be the solution. Okay, well then yes, I definitely can do a spiral staircase, as it were. Okay, Marvin was Enclave Air Force back in 2087, killed his dad. His dad would... Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay. Okay, so then how did Marvin end up surviving to 2277? How did he end up surviving that long? Did he become a ghoul? Because that would kind of be the only way. And if he did, then how did he escape the... how did he go on and escape from the Enclave? Because they kind of have a rule about that. The Enclave kind of has a rule about that stuff, you know? But I'm interested to hear more. I'm certainly interested to hear more. The Brotherhood of Steel stuff, that does make sense to me. Makes a lot of sense to me, actually. Because the Brotherhood of Steel was technically formed just before the... Okay, but which vault was Marvin in? Which vault was? Hold on. No, let me try and get all this lore set up straight. I wanna make sure I'm hearing this all correctly. Okay, so Marvin was Air Force back in 2087, which means that he would have been part of the Enclave. But his dad was Brotherhood of Steel. Now the Brotherhood was formed like a few years, maybe a year before the world went to crap. So I assume that means that Marvin was already an adult and was already in the military to some capacity before the world died. But that part of the military he was a part of became the Enclave. And his dad survived, or was around long enough because of the Brotherhood of Steel. But then how did Marvin get into a vault? How did he get into a vault? Because if he was Enclave in 2087, then he wouldn't have been in a vault. Enclave weren't in vaults. The Enclave were... They had their own installations, but they weren't vault installations. They weren't constructed like vaults. They had their own separate sort of stuff, you know, whether it was an oil rig off the coast way off in California, or it was a secret underground base in like West Virginia or something, but they didn't have vaults, you know? So how would he have been in a vault if he was a member of the Enclave? I'm asking these questions not as a criticism. To be very clear, I'm asking these questions to try and understand what you're explaining to me. Okay. So he got into the vault by killing other vault dwellers. So he got into the vault in 2077, and he left in 2087. But he got in by killing the other vault dwellers. But if he got in by killing the other vault dwellers, how did he keep the vault running for 10 years before he left and either joined or rejoined the Enclave? How did he do that? What's up with that? This is a very interesting character that you've given over here. Very interesting character, and I'm interested to learn more. I just don't know what I'm supposed to take about this character. Like how all of this works together, because I want it to work. I certainly want it to. I'd love for it to work. Okay. So what you're saying is he joined the military, and the portion of the Air Force that he was a part of would eventually become one of the Enclave groups, and then and simultaneously his dad, who was also who also had a military career, was one of the people that left with Roger Maxson and created the Brotherhood of Steel, and that's how the two of them survived the war, before he would later come and kill him. And Marvin's mission for the Enclave was to take over one of these vaults, was to break in, kill all the vault dwellers, and take the spots for him and the Enclave. Am I getting it so far? Oh, and also they left in 2087. They left the vault in 2087. Am I getting all that so far? Okay. So then my question still remains, how did he... Because I don't know if I got your answer earlier. How did he survive for 200 years after leaving the vault? How did he survive for the next 200 years? Because you're saying he left the vault in 2087, so yeah, it's 200 years by the events of Fallout 4. How did he survive? Did he become a ghoul? If he did, again, the Enclave have certain rules about that. They're not very happy with the existence of ghouls or anything of the sort. How would he have survived? Okay, so it's a vault like Vault 111. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to think. All the vaults that we do know of, all of the vaults that we do have lore on, and I'm not taking the TV show into account because there's a lot of things that the TV show did, and most of the things the TV show did served only to tamper with the other Fallout stories, and that kind of bothers me. But not taking the Fallout TV show into account, all of the vaults that we know of, the only one that had cryopods, as far as I remember, was Vault 111. As far as I remember. But then what vault would he have been a part of? Which doctor? What doctor do you mean? I'm trying to remember. I don't remember. Which doctor? Are you talking from New Vegas? Doc Mitchell? Is that who you mean? I mean, I assume your name is NCR Ranger Bravo. I assume you mean, you know, Doc Mitchell. Oh, okay. Vault 101. Vault from Fallout 3. Okay. 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 But let me see. Okay, so he was in Vault 101. How did he get into Vault 101? Because Vault 101 was a... We know what happened in Vault 101. Vault 101 was the vault where Fallout 3 where the protagonist of Fallout 3 comes from, the lone wanderer. And so how did the Enclave... Yeah, how would the Enclave have gotten in there? Because we know how all that stuff went. We know how all of that went. Yeah, we see quite a lot of Vault 101. Vault 101 is very clearly not an Enclave vault. The Enclave went into that vault, for sure. There's lots of data entries, lots of terminals that, like, clearly the Enclave want to get into that vault, but the Enclave never did get into that vault. I'm trying to understand. So what we do know about Vault 101, just let me go over this. What we do know about Vault 101 is that Vault 101 was set up with the goal of a society ruled by a totalitarian dictator. That was the test that Vault-Tec was running. They wanted to see, okay, well, what if we put our vault dwellers in this social situation where now their leader is a totalitarian dictator? What happens with this? How does this all play out? Which is why the GOAT, the test, the very last question on the test, which is a bit of a freebie, reinforces the idea that the overseer is essentially God to these people. And we know that for sure. That's very clearly what the test of that vault was supposed to be. And the directive of all of the overseers up until that point was never open up the vault. Now, the only overseer who did open up that vault is the overseer I'm forgetting what the overseer's name was, but the overseer who was the father of the soul survivor's best friend growing up. Or not the soul survivor, the lone wanderer, the lone wanderer's friend growing up. That's the only one who did, and when he did open up the vault, the only two people he let in, and we know this because it's important to the story of Fallout 3. The only two people he did let in were Liam Neeson and the and us, or the lone wanderer. So how would again, I'm asking these things because I want to know and because this is interesting. I'm not trying to say this is none of me is saying this is stupid. No, I find this interesting and I want to know more. But so how would he have shown up as a fake vault dweller and then killed everybody in that vault and then brought the Enclave in? And the Enclave, that all happens in 2077, and then 2087 they leave, but then by the time 2277 rolls around, when Fallout 3 rolls around, the vault has regular vault dwellers again. How does all that come to be? How does all that work? Yeah, again, I'm not trying to ruin your day here, man. I'm just trying to understand how this all plays out. I would love for it to work. I just want to know how it works. Yeah, that's a better corner. Definitely want that corner instead. Yeah, that looks cooler. Much cooler. Okay. Nice. This tower's gonna cause me all sorts of problems, isn't it? Oh boy. Is the entire roof interior visible? Yes, it is. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna cause me problems. Not too much to do about it. We'll hold off on that for now. We'll finish putting in the walled sections. The vault guards let him in. That would be funny. Would be funny. Okay, so let's see if we can workshop this idea, because it's a very interesting idea, and I'd like to keep most of the elements for that, because I think it sounds really cool. I think it sounds really cool. Let's see how we can sort of workshop this. Maybe get it working here. So I think a lot of that we can hold on to. A lot of it we can hold on to. I think we can hold on to obviously the names. I'm not going to worry about the names. I think we can hold on to the Enclave and the Brotherhood of Steel attachments of the family members. I think we can hold on to those. I think instead of trying to make this guy a vault dweller, I think here's what we do. In the years following the Great War, as the Brotherhood and the Enclave both sort of do their little recon missions for their own different purposes, I think what we do about that is I think what we do about the characters there is simple. So what we do is in the years following, maybe around 2087, maybe later, maybe closer to 2100, I don't know. It would certainly put both of them a little older, but if they're using power armor, doesn't really matter how old they are as long as they can still move. I think around that time, we'll go, I think around that time, no, hold on. Actually, what we do is we have Marvin be a child. We have Marvin be a child during the during the Great War, and his dad will keep it that his dad was Brotherhood of Steel, but we'll have it be that his mom was Enclave. She was in the Air Force, that kind of stuff. And that way, when everything goes down, she is still she's safe, and therefore her kid, therefore Marvin is safe. And Marvin grows up in the Enclave, being taught that one, his dad is probably a bad guy, for having been Brotherhood of Steel, and therefore having been very anti pre-war America at that point. But then we also have it be so that when Marvin, as he grows up in the Brotherhood, I need to fix this one section back here. He grows up in the Brotherhood, and he does recon missions for them, and by the time of hold on, I'm getting certain lore pieces all mixed up here, as clearly happens to the best of us. But let me see here. So we hold on. I think we hold on to. I was going to say that by the time that I was going to say that by the time of Fallout 2, but I remembered it was Fallout 2 instead of Fallout 1, because Fallout 1, the big bad was the super mutants and the Master. Fallout 2, the big bad is the Enclave. And that's where we first meet them. And I was going to say the oil by the time the oil rig explodes, we could do that. But that wouldn't necessarily work because that took place 160 years after the bombs dropped, and no regular human is going to live that long. As much as I might want them to, no regular human would live for 160 years in the Fallout universe. So, let's see. Now, if they're part of the East Coast Enclave, then perhaps what happens is that oh man, what's the name of the country club in Fallout 76 that has the Enclave bunker underneath it? The country club that has the bunker underneath it is the White Springs Resort. Yes. Okay. Okay. So we have it be that so we're I think we can what would still work. I think what would still work is that we have Marvin's parents both be associated with the Enclave and the Brotherhood in their own separate parts. I don't know if their parents are still together by the time the bombs drop. Likely not, given the anti-American sentiment of the Brotherhood, or at least of the early Brotherhood, which would have caused them to have which would absolutely have caused the parents to split. But outside of that, I think what we have happen is that the mom is attached to the White Springs Resort detail. And I'm trying to remember where the Enclave go from there, because the White Springs Resort was just a bunker. They didn't actually necessarily live there. They didn't that was the bunker that held an AI, right? Yeah. So let me see. I'm doing a little bit of reading here. Government remained after March 20. Uh-huh. Hmm. Sorry, reading a bunch of stuff here. Okay. Oh, okay, solid. Solid. Good to know that you're a Gen 3 courser. Good to know. That's pretty cool. Okay, let's see here. So where did they go? Because they didn't stay in White Springs. Where did they go? Did they end up joining Raven Rock from Fallout 3? No. No, they did not. Let's see. Hmm. Oh, okay. So yeah, they were at never mind. They were in. Yes, they did stay in the White Springs. Okay. Okay. Because I'm not as up on Fallout 76 lore as I am on a lot of the other lore here. Let's see. Okay. Marvin's parents both associated with these organizations before the bombs drop. Then the bombs drop. Obviously, the two parents are not together, but the mom has Marvin. As she's a member of the Enclave, Marvin gets to stay with her, and this would have been at the White Springs installation from Fallout 76, the White Springs Resort. Because apparently there was a vote that happened. When the vote happened to continue using the White Springs Resort, or to move on and find another base, the mom voted to, of course, keep to stay at the resort because it was a safe haven. The Appalachian region as a whole suffered significantly fewer damages. It was significantly safer in comparison, at least at the start, and then the scorched plague happened, but that's a different problem. The Enclave wouldn't have been affected by the scorched plague, to be entirely fair. So he is raised in the Appalachian Enclave. And during the early years following the Great War, the Brotherhood would have made their way over to the East Coast. We find a bunch of Brotherhood holotapes. We found a bunch of Brotherhood holotapes in Fallout 76, so they would have made their way to the East Coast. This is around this time is when I assume that Marvin would have, having grown up in the Enclave, being taught that his father was, anti-America and all these things, he would have fought and killed his dad then. But at some point during either during the Scorched Plague or during one of the other issues that happened in Appalachia or Appalachia. It's not Appalachia. That's the only one that's wrong. The only one that's wrong is Appalachia. One of the health crises that happened in Appalachia during one of those times, Marvin, I would assume that Marvin and whoever he was out on patrol with, because while he was in the Enclave, whoever he was out on patrol with, they would have been separated from the main group, and he would have contracted some form of ghoulism. That's currently where I'm standing with this, because if Marvin is going to survive for 200 years, there needs to be a way for him to do that. I don't necessarily know if the vault is the way to go, only because way too many people end up being vault dwellers. Way too many people end up being vault dwellers. So I think we have Marvin end up being a ghoul. And having traveled the wastes for a long time, knowing that obviously he can't go back to the Enclave once he's looked in the mirror, realizing, man, I'm kind of screwed here. I think we have him. Yeah, I think we have him go on and continue as a ghoul for a bit. But I'm trying to think, from there on, what do we do? From there on, how does he meet... I mean, so far we've only been focused on Marvin. We haven't focused on Daisy at all. I'm trying to think, how would the two of them meet? I guess it's not... I mean, really, the focus of everything so far has been Marvin. So if you've got ideas, please. I'm trying, and I want to make it clear again. I'm not trying to say your idea is bad. I want your idea to make as much sense as it can. Because I think it is a pretty cool idea. Okay, I need to keep working on this because we are 2 hours in here. This is definitely going to bleed over into Monday. Definitely going to bleed over into Monday. Okay, at least for this back section, let's get some of these internal walls taken care of here. Let's see. Oh, and I did go ahead and read out your. I didn't read it on stream, but let me go ahead and do so. So you're a Gen 3 synth, brother of X688, X999. I like it. I like it. Solid number. Solid number. If you don't have much more to say about Marvin right now, that's fine. We can pick up the story of Marvin later. We can totally pick up the story of Marvin later. I want to hear about how... I want to hear the story of X999. I want to hear that story. That story sounds interesting to me. Not that Marvin wasn't. You know what I mean. You know what I'm saying. I want to hear your other character's story. Come on. Ah, that's the issue. That's what's going on. Okay. Now why? Oh, yes, that would be why. Because that is halfway in between both those floor pieces. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's go with that. No, that would cut in. That's a little bit of a problem. Why does it cut in? Yeah, okay. Well, that's not the most helpful thing. I could try and move it over some. Let's see how much that helps. If we go like this instead. Oh, come on. Oh, don't be like that. I know you can do it. Here's what we do. Like that. Okay, extra... Oh, 989, not 999. Okay. X989. Okay. Okay, so if you hated the railroad, what led you to join it? I'm interested. What led you to join it if you were not a big fan? There we go. I guess there's no need for this little piece here. All right. This will be the bedroom space. And I think we can set up a small bathroom. Maybe. Maybe. Oh, okay. Okay. I see. Use them as bait for what? I'm assuming doing more Institute work? I'm assuming. And if you're an Institute prospector, if I remember right, prospector would, in Fallout, prospector means, like, you know, going and scrapping items. Or going and finding very useful scrap, rather. If I remember right. I think that's what Easy Pete describes prospecting as. I think that's how he describes it. Yeah, bedroom in here. Simple bedroom. Nothing too wild. We'll have a small kitchen, probably against that wall. Oh, actually, what we'll do, we'll move this in by one. Again. That in by one. That'll give us an extra pair of spaces over here. And then with the extra space, now we've got this much longer section. And I can't put a door there and a wall piece there for some ungodly reason. It won't let me do that. So instead, we'll put a half wall piece there, because I know that works. And then, just to make things a little interesting, and we'll place that. We'll have the toilet, sink, and shower, I think, is how we'll do that. Yeah. Yeah, that's new. I've never actually built a thing that way before. It'll be interesting. I've just never done it. Okay, well, it cuts down on the number of extra rooms I really need to make for this smaller space here. We'll have kitchen stuff there. We'll have a little bit of a lounge, maybe put something up against that wall. Yeah. You know, little things. Little things, man. Little things. All right, we are 2 hours in. Okay, loyal to the Institute, of course. Of course. So if you were a prospector, does that mean that you weren't a courser? Does that mean you weren't a courser? Because and if you were, then okay, I understand that. But not all Gen 3 synths are programmed for combat. You know, not all Gen 3 synths are programmed for combat. All kinds of stuff there. But if you are the brother of X6, then I imagine it would make sense that means that that you have the same kind of courser programming. think I've got the rooms cut out here, yeah. Yeah. We'll use a small ledge piece there. Nice. Okay. With all that... Yeah, this is definitely bleeding into Monday. Monday is going to be all of the decorations, the pews, the lectern, all of the artistry, and all the little items all around the church. That will be Monday. If I can get the structure done today, then that will be plenty of completion for me. Plenty of completion for one stream. What that means is, one, I kind of need to stay on target here, and two, I need to set up the internal section here. How is this all going to work? Okay. Oh, okay. 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 So your character is a courser whose specific job entails prospecting. Okay, that makes sense. Well, that's not going to be a very spiral-y staircase. Will it be? I can also just add in the wide internal wall here as well. A double doorway internal wall. It's not going to be a spiral, but it will get up to the top section. That's the part that matters. Yeah, okay. But I wanted this right about there, actually. Didn't I? Mm-hmm. Ah, there we go. There's my major issue. Go with those, and then we'll go up one more. We'll continue this spiral. Well, spiral. All right. Well, tell me more about your character. Tell me more about 989. What kinds of adventures has he been on? What kinds of stuff did he do? You know, other than being a courser. Oh. There we are. Really? Okay, so would that... So are you... Do you mean... Okay, so hold on. X989... So Magnolia... Yeah, I know who you're talking about. You're talking about Magnolia. Are you saying that this courser has the memories of Magnolia's husband, or actually as a synth married Magnolia? Both sound interesting. I just want to know which one you mean. Okay, so X989 has the memories of Magnolia's husband and then went on to go ahead and still live as Magnolia's husband? Okay. Okay, cool. I mean, I know that's not like it's unheard of. Synths replace people all the time. I just wanted to know which you meant. But I'm assuming that's what you meant there. Unless you tell me otherwise. Been an interesting night. An interesting night for sure. Alright, let's try and get some of the actual roof put in. Why don't we? So, was part of your courser's mission to go on and replace Magnolia's husband? I'm assuming that's what the case was. I just, I'm sort of fishing for information at this point. Okay, cool. 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 So I guess that means that that for a time your courser would have lived in Good Neighbor. What kind of run-ins with the railroad did you have in Good Neighbor? Oh, do I want those windows up higher? I might want those windows up higher. Let's see if they are at that height. No, we'll keep them at that height. That's fine. Go over to the stone trim. I love the stone trim. It looks awesome. Okay. Okay, this is coming together. This is all coming together. How are we going to fill in that section? How's that going to work? Also, let me go ahead and put the little cap piece there. Yeah, nice. How are we going to fill that in? Ooh, that sounds interesting. That sounds interesting. A merc mission to go and merc Hancock. Bold. Very bold. I like it. Doesn't sound like it went over too well, though. Doesn't sound like it went over too well. Maybe we go like this? Oh, come on. We'll go with that, and then stone trim, the short stone trim. Yeah? Yeah. Ooh, that looks great. Very happy with that. Very happy with that. Okay. Okay. Plenty more sun. Plenty more sun. Okay, now we've got another trim we need to put on. Was it a metal trim or was it one of the wood trims? Yes, it was the thicker wood trim. Yeah. Okay. So Magnolia stopped you from murking Hancock. Interesting. Did your character have a change of heart or just what? I mean, it's Magnolia. She can be rather persuasive. But after not taking the hit on Hancock, did you ever go back to the Institute? Or rather, were you welcomed back into the Institute, or did you go on the run from there? Okay. So was the hit an institute assignment, or was it something that actually, hold on. I guess the better question I should ask, was the hit before or after before or after you became, or your memories are transferred into the synth body? All right. We've got not too much more we need to do here. And that's good, because we're almost out of time. Okay. We've got about half an hour left. And I think we'll make it. I think we'll make it. There we go. And then this, we cut that out, as this is the proper height that we need to be at. And then minus what, 65? That would be about half, yeah. Okay. Ooh, actually, no, I could do the much simpler thing and just put the railing up here. Obviously. We'll put the railing up here. Okay, regular railing. Regular railing it is. Regular boring railing it will be. We'll go with that. Right over there. It's going to be such a weird VOD to try and explain. The one where I go on for 3 hours talking about Marvin. I'm happy to do it. Don't get me wrong. It'll be very fun. It'll just be weird. It'll just be a bit weird. Just a tad odd, as it were. I really wish there were quarter wall pieces I could put up. But there aren't. Those are saved for the house kit, not the shell kit. That shouldn't be the case. It really shouldn't be the case, but here we are. And I don't think my question was answered, Ranger, if you are still there. I know it's been a while, so if you're not, don't worry. But if you are still there, were you welcomed in before you became, or before your memories were transferred into the synth body, or after? I like the column. The column looks great. Oh, that's much nicer. But do I need that top section to be so large? Not necessarily, but it goes with the overall design. Okay, before. I see. I see. Well, tell me more. Tell me more. It sounds a little bit like a Kellogg-esque story we got going on here. I'm interested. I'm interested. And Kellogg was such an underutilized character, man. Such an underutilized character. I mean, come on. They could have given us so much with that guy. We got nothing. Oh, interesting. Well, would you look at that? We had tower pieces. We had tower pieces. Ugh. Okay. Get all kinds of tower pieces. And we didn't use them. Are there any other stair pieces that I'm missing here? Deco kit stairs. They don't have spiral stairs, do they? No. Maybe the church kit has some... Nope, of course not. If I can just get a solid set of spiral stairs, man. Nope. Not there. Residential? Alright, well, good to know that you are, in fact, still here. Yeah, tell me more about X989. Tell me some more. So, after getting involved with the Institute, what happened? How'd it go? Yeah, that's not it. Although I might be able to put that on... Nah. Nah, I like the church one more. Let's see, that's a little bit of an oddly shaped space, to be completely fair. Little weird. Little weird. Gotta be a better way. Gotta be a better way. Let's see here. If I did go with the tower section... Let's just go ahead and remove all these. I can always put them back later if it really needs to stay. I don't think it does, though. There's no door I can build for it, though. There's no door I can build for it. Oh, I know what I'll do. I know what I'll do. Oh, that makes a lot more sense than what I just tried doing. Makes a whole lot more sense. Okay. I know exactly what I'll do here. Oh, come on, there's gotta be... Where's the single wide door? I forget which of these has that. Was that Faneuil Hall? Maybe? Which of these had the single wide door? I guess it wasn't Faneuil Hall. One of these did. I guess, yeah, I guess the double wide works as well. It's a tower section after all. It doesn't necessarily need a door. Not necessarily. And then we'll go church kit. Add one more section. Do those again. Yes. Okay. Oh. We got that. And then for this section, we'll build a tower up. Oh, okay, so it's one or the other. I'd prefer it was that, to be completely fair. Alright, well, which top section am I placing here? Hmm. Floors. That. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Oh man, that looks cool. That looks so cool. Are you kidding me? Oh, that looks great. That looks great. I just need to put some kind of trim along this side. I think we'll go with this. Nice. Okay, wonderful. Definitely need to put some light up, but it works. It works exactly as it needs to. And there's the tiny issue. The teeny tiny issue of this being here. There's not much we can do about it, so it's not really worth getting upset over. There's really nothing we can do about it. It's the way the walls have to be placed in order for the rest of this to function properly. I'll just leave it. You know, it's not the largest concern. But what we do now is yeah, we are almost out of time here. So tomorrow is going to be not tomorrow. Tomorrow is Sunday. Tomorrow's my day off. Monday is going to be the day that we go in and decorate the whole church space, which will be very fun. Well, for me, at least. I really enjoy decorating the church spaces. It's only the second one I will be able to work on. But I had a lot of fun last time, and I've got a few ideas on changes to make for this one. We only need to worry about left-handed rails. Because, like, really, there's no way you're falling through that tiny gap on the right. And if you were, it would just be down to the next floor section, so you wouldn't fall far enough. Ah, yes. All of those need to move back by a fraction. And like that. And that should be good. That should work. Yeah, it does. Wonderful. Oh man, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. I'm very, very pleased with how all this turned out. Kidding me? Looks so good. Okay, a couple more things we can do. We'll go into the interior, I believe. No, it would be roof, gables. I mean, that's what I need to place, but I can't, can I? Ooh, yeah, I won't be able to. Okay. Oh, well. If I can't, then actually, no, I don't need to, because I'm going to put a ceiling on that, on this internal section. That's just going to wait for Monday, because we're going to come in here and do all the decorations, and then I'll put the ceiling on and put the lights up, all that stuff. Okay, yeah, I don't have to worry about this roof section. It's only this one here that'll be visible. Man, okay. Oof. That is a lot. All right, let's do the whole tour. We'll do it in free cam. We'll do it in free cam. We're going to save here. Just because I want to make sure nothing happens. I don't want to lose any of this progress. Okay. Oh, beautiful. Are you kidding? That looks so good. That looks so nice. Man. I'm very happy with this. Very happy with this. Are you kidding me? It looks wonderful. I need to find the right angle for the screenshot. What a massive structure. What an obscenely massive structure, but it looks great. Ooh. Oh, golden hour. 6 p.m. I can't get a wide enough shot of this whole structure. Man, that looks great. Okay. At 6 a.m. Okay. All right, we'll stick with 10. Stick with 10 in the morning. All right, we'll let's take the whole tour. Man, that is what a spire. What an absolute spire. This is, I think, the farthest south any settlement is on the map. I'm fairly certain. I mean, I think that's Quincy over there, if I'm not mistaken. But that's not a settlement. I think this is the farthest southern... No! The farthest south a settlement would be Vault 88. Yeah. Yeah, right in there. Okay. Okay. Either way, this is massive. This is the farthest south that a settlement will reach above ground. For now, I don't know. I'm looking into some Quincy settlement mods, because that'd be really fun to have Quincy as a settlement. But what we have for now is we've got this massive, truly opulent structure. You come in and, man, just the sheer size of this place. Oh, man. Part of me wants to put a secondary wall just here. As a transitional period, or a transitional space, rather. A transitional space that, oh man, it's so cool. It's so cool. I love this. And just so much light comes in through naturally. Ah, oh, so good, man. Oh, it's gonna be wild trying to decorate this thing on Monday. Ah, oh, I love it. Okay, and then you've got the stairs back here. You've got the priest or pastor's apartment. You've got the balcony space. And the tower. The long tower up. And we don't even get to reach the top section because we don't have spiral stairs. Ah, that's so cool. That's so cool, man. I love that. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Okay. Whew. Well, there's a lot I have to plan for Monday, that's for sure. There's a lot I have to plan for Monday. But that's going to be everything for now. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm glad that we were able to finish up at least the structure of the castle. I know I did a lot of talking, and I was very happy to go off on tangents about Marvin, about other stuff. Very happy to do that. Always happy to go ahead and interact with you guys live here. So thank you all so much for watching. If you have been watching live, you know you can catch the VOD for this if you had to step out, or any of the previous VODs. You can find all of these over on my YouTube channel, CN Games on YouTube. I put all the gaming stuff up there. Other than that, you of course can find what am I saying? It's been a long day, very long week. What I was trying to say is, if you are watching on the VOD, thank you very much for watching on the VOD side of things. You guys have been doing great over there. I'm very, very impressed with the numbers we've been getting for how small of a channel that I've got so far. But, you know, every little bit counts. Thank you all so much for watching over there. If you are watching on the VOD side, in the description of every VOD, you will find all of the settlement mods that I'm using, as well as links to everywhere else you can find me. Social media, the other YouTube channels, other ways you can support me monetarily if you feel like it, but, you know, You know the routine. I'm not going to sit here and beg you to pay me to play these games that I enjoy playing. I think that's everything. We will be back on Monday, not tomorrow, not Sunday. I don't know if I said tomorrow, but not Sunday. I take Sundays off. I'll see you guys on Monday, and we'll do some more church stuff then. Got a lot of decoration to do. I don't know how it's all going to go, but it should be interesting. I'm certainly looking forward to it, and I hope you guys are too. But that'll have to wait until Monday. So until then, I hope you guys all have a great rest of your day. And I will see you all on Monday, approximately the same bat time, definitely the same bat channel. Have a good one.